Welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillar of Eternity 2, Deadfire, and we are in Parakees Overlook, I believe. And we're getting into going into Watch Shaper's Guild here. This has been several long episodes of Nikitaka is a huge place. And we picked up so many quests. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all of them. Okay, so we got Guildmaster.
Tekehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
A Guildmaster in fine robes stares down the sizable blue-skinned mana before her. Students observe the exchange in a loose circle, exchanging whispers.
Guildmaster, be reasonable.
He tosses his attention... Oh, I'm sorry. His attention. He tosses his anemone-like hair, like an anema? Yeah. Yeah. He tosses an anema-like hair, which glows faintly as each bubbleless strand settles in place. Are you like a merman or something?
I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
He crosses his arms and raises one eyebrow. The murmurs of the crowd grow in volume.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool.
She pacifies her tone, suddenly conscious of the onlookers. Looks like a disobedient fish slipped through the sea to the net. Oh my god. Some of these responses, I want to click on them so bad, but I... Disobedient fish. Whoever came up with these, they probably just, they probably split a gut. Okay. This sounds important or controversial or both.
Akira, it's always both where this one is concerned.
Okay.
My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
So, they are fish people, I guess. In spite of their obvious age difference, Tekehu raises an instructive finger to the Guildmaster. She flares her nostrils and takes a deep breath. Yeah, trip through the bowels. Many Hanoi worship Arath as... Okay.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
I'm not sure that I ever thought of myself as the daughter of a god. I'm not sure that I ever thought of myself as the daughter of a god. He's a child of Niga. Niga is a Haun trickster goddess with a humanoid body and the head of a angular fish who was thought to lure mariners either into or out of trouble at her whim. And they often worship her as Andra, making the Hanan the only people that believe Andra has a physical manifestation. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Akira, the significance is clearer to some than others.
He waves toward the Guildmaster with the back of his hand.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Oh god. The Guildmaster sidesteps and takes long strides away from the circle. Sparing another glance at Tekehu, the crowd disperses.
Ugh, insufferable.
He sighs and smooths back his hair. He turns his attention to you with a raised brow.
It is not every day that I see a stranger face than mine in this part of town.
He thumbs his chin and nods at you. Water shaping sounds like a prestigious talent. Have you got something to tell the crown? I take it you and the Guildmaster don't get along.
Kira, I bring art to the Guild of Water Shapers, but they do not tolerate expression here. What I am is to blame, I say.
Handsome? What I am is to blame, I say. Oh, okay. He's saying that backwards, kind of. A godlike?
Just so. Blessed and cursed at birth, I say. Water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Huana, and apparently I am too. Savior to the tribes.
He folds his arms and grimaces. Sounds like they put a lot of pressure on you. Shouldn't you be just a little grateful? You certainly are. I can tell why they revere you. So push back a little, test your boundaries.
The only question is, do I return to my duties, or while away a few hours in the bathhouse?
He tugs on his hair and purses his lips. Consider your responsibilities first. Back to your, to my other question. Consider your responsibilities first.
The guild can wait until I am good and ready to return.
Have you got something to tell the crown?
Kara, I sent the prince a missive and heard nothing back.
He crosses his arms and sighs.
He is a busy warrior in a time of peace, I say.
Let's go talk to him together then. Being a watcher tends to open doors. Yeah?
A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Pariki's overlook.
He rests a head on his lip and... He rests a hand on his lip, on his hip and grins.
What does a watcher do?
Well, I'm the Herald of Bereth, for now at least. I'm an intermediary between here and the in-between. I commune with the spirits of the dead. I commune with the spirits of the dead.
Kara, just so. I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist.
He stirs his fingers through the air, drawing together droplets of moisture into an orb of water that floats over his palm.
My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment.
He lets the orbs fall to the ground and splash at his feet. If your abilities can draw on your enemies, you can call it whatever you like. If you can do tricks, we should get along just fine. I'm nothing against the sensitive artist. Well, I'm curious to see what you can do. Yeah.
The tide brings unexpected gifts. You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Adra Colossus reach my ears, and louder whispers of a corpse who follows him.
You're referring to me as the corpse? I'm not a corpse.
What will you do when you catch up to this walking god?
Aeolus needs to answer for his actions. That will be for the rest of the gods to decide. Offer a few compliments, buy him a drink, see where it goes from there. Well, that will be for the rest of the gods to decide.
They will, I say, have bickering thoughts on the matter.
Oh, yes, they will.
If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship.
Oh my god. He inclines his head and touches the circular marking on his brow.
Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
He winks. Okay.
Always worth suspecting the captain be drawn to the blue and the beautiful. Welcome aboard, lad.
Suffering bows. Let's be off.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ngati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion.
He tosses his hair and sighs contently. Are you hiding an angular fish lure under that robe? Oh my god. What, can you breathe underwater? Well, of course you probably can. Oh my god, this is just too hilarious. I gotta go with number 2. Are you hiding an angular fish lure under that robe?
Leave the lure out of this, Captain. I say you will learn. In time.
He winks, his eyes suddenly as dark as beads of polished onyx. Oh, he is going to be an actual companion. He's a druid. I don't need another chanter. He's a water shaper. He is intriguing as all get out. Oh my gosh. Yes. So what are your abilities? A water shaper. He's a druid. So I think he's probably got... He might have healing. But once I change this, I can't change it back until I go somewhere else. So, Saffron, I'm sorry.
Farewell and fair winds to you.
Let's recruit him.
If you want for company, look no further.
Okay, so... What are you? You have a Water Shaper's Focus. Ripple Sponge. Look at him all majestic looking there. Oh my god. What a swagger. I could fall for a fish. Yeah. Okay. So... You don't have anything on you though other than your clothes, right? You don't have any rings or... I know I had a necklace. What happened to it? There it is. Okay, you also have Amulet of Health. Oh, you can only do one. Okay. Oh, he already had an amulet on? What did he have on? He had Amulet of Health. He already had an Amulet of Health. Okay. And this is for the neck, too. Alright. Yeah, I like him. Okay. Let's see. No boots, no belts. Well, a lot of our people aren't equipped. Okay, I was gonna look at his,
What say?
Okay, let's see here. I know you want to talk. Everyone wants to talk. Blast. The rod attacks with greater energy, showing the wielder's recovery, but slowing the wielder's recovery, but hitting enemies around the target. Shapeshift Shark draws upon the druid's natural connection to the shark, temporarily allowing them to assume the form. The shark spirit shift has immunity dexterity afflictions. Okay, so what do you have here? Overwhelming wave, boiling spray. Nature's Bomb draws on the healing powers of nature, imbuing the robust inspiration for a rapid regeneration effect on party. Okay, so he does have some healing. Chill Fog calls a blinding white icy fog into existence, influencing. Okay. And then he has the Moon's Light. That looks familiar. Blizzard. Conjures a violent storm of ice and snow. Wood Skin. He has a whip. Use water shaping to form a whip-like entity that is capable of striking foes. Tanglefoot. Nature's Mark. Causes enemies in the area of effect to glow with pale green light, making them easier targets. Wow. Okay, so we also need to do... Your art's turned on for that. Okay. Druid Aggressive. I like everyone aggressive. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Interesting. Interesting.
It will be so.
Oops, sorry about that. I know we need to talk. I needed to talk to some of my other members too. This is a really cool place. So they're meditating. Water Shaper. This one has a name? Yeah. Young Huna holds out her hands as if to catch an incoming missile. He winces in concentration and an orb of water rises and floats midair. Sweat drips down his nose. Clears his throat loudly. He flinches, and in that instant the water loses all shape and splashes on the floor. Chest fallen, he sighs and drops his stance.
Damn it, Tekehu, why? I almost had it that time.
Not even close. If you want to achieve the second form, you will need to loosen that posture. Spending a day submerged in the bathhouse always helped me.
He smirks. Okay. Their responsibility. They don't like him.
Did you need something?
He nods to you and shakes out his arms, readying himself for another try. You seem to be having trouble.
I can feel the connection to Andre just like Myru taught me. But there's something missing. Maybe it's my form.
Any advice to help our friend here with his water shaping?
Remain loose, but not too loose. Confine yourself, but spread out at all times.
He nods, passing you a secret smile.
Like this?
He shuffles his feet apart and squeezes his shoulders together, looking to Tiaka for approval.
Perfect. Keep at it, and you'll be teaching me the fourth form in no time.
He claps him on the shoulder, upsetting his stance.
Suppose I'll give anything a try.
He nods to you and resumes practice. Okay, so... Pitted is night, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view. Her eyes will well with tears as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace. The lover's affection as imperial as highest as fingers touching. Okay. Water Shaper, Water Shaper.
Yeah? Quickly and quietly. Leave it to me.
Okay, so we got a Scroll of Blessing and the Many Faces of Barrett. I think we've already got that one. The Great Western Song.
Got it. Sure.
Really? Aren't you gonna move? Oh, you can take these. The four forms of water shaping. Quest item. What follows is an initiate's primer in the four forms of water shaping, which comprises the basic lessons of our guild: grief, hope, metamorphosis, and transcendence. The form of grief, understanding that water is more relentless and inexorable than any natural force. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that out. Okay. The form of grief, acceptance that one's physicality is not as mutable as water. The form of hope, understanding that water is more relentless. The form of metamorphosis, realization that the body's internal water can help to mediate the prior's form. The form of transcendence, water covers Eeyore. If water can be shaped, so can the world. And this is Darka's reply. For Mara, for what did you send me away to meditate on the fourth form in uncharted waters, only to summon me back to the fleet? A bomb must have gone off in Serpent's crown, one a revelation, if not black powder. The interruption is a setback. I trust that whatever happens next will propel our people forward. The interruption is a setback. I trust that whatever happens next will propel our people forward. I will sail Barrack's Herrick's resolve into the waters where I suspect you need me most and await orders. I hope that the rumors carried upon the waves are to be trusted. I would tell you to send my love, but she knows that it is hers. Tell her that she need only snap her fingers and I will be here, and I will be her storm again. Master Water Shaper. Okay, so we have a quest item in there.
Huh? Sure.
Alright, another stealing.
Slippery as an eel.
Slippery as an eel, he says. Alright, you guys over here.
Huh? My eyes are peeled. No problem.
You guys get away from there, come on. This is selected correspondence of gift bringer. Oh yeah, we already got that one, but that's fine. So we can sell them.
Yeah?
Alright, let's go up here.
Leave it to me.
This ornate basin makes a high-pitched ringing sound when pressure is applied around the outer rim. Okay, so did we look at everything over here? I believe we did. Yeah, we did. That's just, yep, okay. So this is the only thing we have is Guild Ruins. Oh, really? It looks like they're going, well, it's hard to tell. It looks like they're going down. So this was built on some ruins?
How long do you reckon it takes for a place to end up like this?
Probably a long time.
You might.
Oh, I see
It's
it.
interesting.
I found it.
Sure.
It's just nothing. Okay, can we come over here or not? We can. But we got a door here. The stone door is sealed shut. A few engraved symbols stand out among the other carvings and inscriptions. Apart from that, you find no evident means of opening the way. A faded inscription is nestled among the elaborate stone carvings. Read the inscription. Hanoa ruins decorate the stone entrance. Nega would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. The sanctum is a covenant of our making. Only the sigil of the covenant and the words of my devotion will open the way. Master of the guild. Well, let's push against the door. The door stands resolutely shut. No amount of brute pressure will influence that one way or another. So we need a sigil, plus we need the words. I see. Water Shaper, Water Shaper. You guys don't care that I'm down here in the ruins with you guys? Okay, you're someone with a name.
You should
Uh-oh, trap detected.
see this.
You cannot disarm this trap. Do you wish to trigger it? No. The statue depicts an Amano woman, her hand extended and grasping at the air. An eroded plaque sits by her feet. Something about the statue calls out to you, the echo of a fractured soul that tarried in this place for long and thoughtful years. You feel victory tinged by grief and regret. Attempt to read the plaque. The words are much eroded and water damaged, but if you choice snippets of phrases stand out with clarity. Pitra, for and hunter, crossed the length of and back again. Bread for cunning dill, lapses, may her rest truly soul eat 'em. Is this perception? Yep. Closer scrutiny reveals that the inscription was purposely marred, an act of sabotage done perhaps years ago. By the thoroughness you suspect Kith hands.
This is the tomb of Periki. Such disrepair, I say.
Inspect a lingering soul. Your vision bobs with the motion of the sea. You stand aboard the deck of swift winds, where your mates share bemused, soft, congratulatory glances as they work. One of them claps your back with approval. Shake off the gesture. You step back and aim a reproachful look at your mate, however friendly his intent. You know there will be time for reprieve when you are squared away in Nekataka. Something cuts through the water to your port side, an enormous shape just beneath the waves. Someone shouts that the winds have turned in your favor at last. This is followed by an enthusiastic cheer among the crew. You don't share their mirth. Eyes to the horizon, I say. So that must be the way they talk. They say I say at the end of everything. You bring home a mighty gift, though it takes an unusual form, one that you pray to Naga you are able to keep in check. The vision dissipates and your land legs reassert themselves. Hold her hand. You grasp her hand with tenderness. At first nothing happens, but then a tiny droplet of water forms at the corner of her eye and rolls down her cheek, dribbling on the floor. Wipe away the tear. You reach out and draw your thumb down the statue's cheek, wiping away the trail of moisture. For a moment, the stone feels soft to the touch. Okay. What the heck is that all about? Let's talk to this person.
What say, friend? The guild's sanctum has seen better days.
The young water shaper leans on his broom and smiles at you. Are you a water shaper?
Akira. One of middling skill, if I am generous. Not all of us can boast of Tekehu's talent. But Nagati touches us differently, I say. The guild didn't used to allow outsiders the freedom of our halls. Akira. But how times change.
The inscription by Prokika's tomb has been defiled.
Water damage, I thought.
He scratches the back of his head.
I say it's been that way since I got here, but I cannot recall if the former steward ever mentioned it.
What's behind the stone door by the staircase?
Sanctum for master water shapers, I say. No students or outsiders allowed. I have never been there myself. Myru assures me the room has no need of cleaning.
What do you do here?
Simply a caretaker. I dust off Periki's tomb and try to keep the place tidy. Caring for the guild hall usually means drying off what others get wet in practice.
Okay. Where is this all going? Well, come on, I clicked on you.
Leave it to me.
Ink harp. So this is water, which makes sense it would be. This is all it is this. Okay. In another room. Antidote? Why would you have antidote down here? And potion of restless striking and potion of element defense.
Why not?
And add another antidote. Ship's log of the Tempest Turn. An excerpt from the journal of Norin, former first mate of the Tempest Turn. It reeks of salt, of still liquor, and white. I think I might have already read this. Suppose this is more of a diary now. Yep, I did. I've already read this. Okay. turquoise and obsidian flakes. Okay, so I think we've got everything down here. Looks like it. Except we have door we can't get into, or so we're coming back to all these places somewhere down the road, you know. That's the way it was in the first Pillars of Eternity too. I mean, we were in and out of Defiance Bay and back and forth to other places a lot. So we need to get out of here. And then go to the sacred, but this, I don't think we've ever had this many. Let me wait here for this. I don't think we ever had this many quests. Look at them all. There's just so many. Oh my god. Okay.
You and the captain traveled together all that time, but never...
No, that's not how things played out. Just never saw it that way.
Ngati weeps for such wasted potential.
No, there was nothing ever between. They didn't have romancing. Oh, the Serpent's Crown, that's what I'm trying to think of. They didn't have romancing in the first one. Okay, now we can get to the Serpent's Crown, which is where I needed to go. And I still couldn't the Sacred Stairs where I needed, yeah, some of this, yeah. I know I need to go back down to the Queen's Berth to do that one for the satchel. I better check on my crew. Serpent's Crown. Okay, so we still got plenty of let's just put some more up there. L is fine. Morale is 85, so we're fine with that. Oh, we had grog, that's right. Can we mix it with this one? Yeah, we can. No water. We don't give them water, no! Or milk. You know, milk is fine. It's just, it won't help with their morale. Okay. So this is where the palace is at. So, let's see, the palace is up here. I believe, yes it is. So we're gonna go this way? Oh no, let's go off of this way first. Because there's only one way to go.
You must be careful when sparring. See the scratches on the wood?
Okay, so this is, did you arrive on the Defiant? Yes, we did.
Leave it. Yeah? Time to see and not be seen.
It's so weird how sometimes they will let you and other times they don't.
Got it.
Who are you? You're a servant, okay.
Why not?
You're taking all your food. I got a crew, I gotta feed. I'm getting a bigger crew too. Yes, I will be back with you shortly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah? Quickly and quietly. Leave it to me.
Oh, I was able to find flail. This shark portrayed mid-leap has been carved from a single piece of wood.
Sure.
A wide blade is mounted here. Beneath is an engraving reads, "For courage in blade."
Sure.
You see cracks along the surface of this battle horn where it was used. Oops. Where it was carefully repaired. You know, you could leave this room anytime now. Mm-hmm.
Why not?
All right. Oh, we got a key. A key. And we have a fine...
Pretty good, huh? There, done.
And oil of allure. Oh, here we go. Storm toxin. And why was this all? Well, it's jade and cornet of waves. Oh, quest item. That's right. This is one of the things we were supposed to get. This conch is inscribed with the... Yes. Return the conch to in the Narrows. That's right. That's right. An older man stands ringed by younger Hana, apprentices or pupils it seems. His robes shimmer with quartz beading and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Well, yeah, beneath his finery he looks like a fighter gone to seed. Disused muscles flop from his arms and flab pads him like so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Welcome. It is an honor to have one touched by Andra herself under my own roof.
He lowers his head, but he gazes beautifully at your aura.
What say? The handsome fish deserves no recognition?
Alot doesn't like him.
Tales of your capers precede you. I'll have you know that mine is a respectable house.
He gives Tekehu a look that would be stern if it weren't so self-important.
For what do you come to my villa?
Beaming, he spreads his arms wide.
Is he going to do this every time?
Tekehu continues grinning at you, oblivious to Alot's irritation. Read his soul. Your essence slips from your body, and Tekehu's soul enfolds yours like a warm, oily thing. As his fears and questions seep into you, your perspective shifts to his. At first, you worried this moon godlike before you had been sent by the Belian debt collectors. It would be a low trick taking advantage of your famous hospitality, but then those Belianians are crafty. Perhaps if your villa were bigger, then they might know you are a man worthy of respect. At least you have the shell. You tuck it away not only for safekeeping, but also because you are a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the queen, and so you keep it. Your gaze strays to the wall. Yes, you must knock down that section there. Install a wide grand window once you have the money. You retreat from Tekehu's soul to find him watching you with a placid smile. Okay, that's all it was. And I got what I needed. Okay. So I stole it from him. Alright, now we're going to go around this way. Did we go in here? No. No, we have not. Okay. This is pretty cool. Each island in this miniature model has been carefully sculpted, lined with carved rings that indicate length.
At last! Akira, I have waited a second lifetime.
Oh, there's an orphan dog over here.
No one to check up on her, I guess.
Oh, because the woman died. Oh, there's her body. The lifeless body of a new woman recovered from an estate and Serpent's quest item.
You're not going to ask me to carry that, are you?
Okay, so it's a quest item that we picked up along the way. On the province and rumination of Nekataka's old city. Excerpt from a lecture given before the annual convention of the Academy of Architectural Historians in Adair. Close examination by learned parties suggest that Nekataka is significantly older than it might at first appear. We take as an example the suffocating wound in the city side, which the locals most charmingly refer to as the gullet. On its face, it is not considerably different from your average slum. Indeed, it contains all that one might expect of such a place: desperate poverty, wrenching hunger, a tavern fair brimming with miscreants, and a flourishing criminal culture. Of course, it has its own unique offering as well, a towering pile of garbage dumped into the district from the most affluent neighborhoods above it. It is, in every sense, abominable. The Hana leadership should be ashamed. But I digress. Far more interesting than the caste stratifications among the Hana are the bones their city is built upon, for beneath the gullet lies a vast cavern, littered with the remains of an ancient city. Referred to simply as the Old City by the Desanins of Nekataka, the sunken metropolis is notable for two reasons. The Old City's architecture is markedly different in style, form, and apparent use from the architecture of modern Nekataka, and there is no readily available explanation for the Old City's destruction that has not already been considered and discounted by those inclined to study it. My peers here in the Academy and beyond believe that the Old City's destruction is clearly the fault of the region's energetic volcanism and subsequent tectonic rumblings. I would caution against grasping at such easy solutions, however. Consider the following. The Hanu have lived in the region for thousands of years. Earthquakes are no more a surprise to them than are the archipelago's daily soaking rains. None in the aura match their sheer creativity and expertise in building to withstand these events. Moreover, for all their flexibility in building construction, the Hana's taste has proven to be remarkably stable over time, showing a clear preference for designs that mimic the rhythm and shapes of the natural world. The old city shows none of these things. Indeed, what remains was constructed primarily of stone cut in austere blocks, and the buildings are arranged in a manner not dissimilar from those prevalent in the Equithian ruins that dot the landscape. With those 2 points in mind, does it not seem prudent to ask whether the old city is Hanoi in origin, and it is, and if it is not, who built it, and finally, what destroyed it? So they're saying it could be Glanbithian and Wickedthian, whatever. The rise of the cipher Rangus. The line of succession as a Hanoi tribe is smellable to change. One trend remains constant. Possessing strength, leadership, and wisdom make a natural choice for Rangas. The Rangas diverged from this pattern centuries ago. Instead of choosing from accomplished fighters or hunters, the Kagana looked to the most intellectual and tactical born. Okay. So you died here, did you? Oh, I'm so sorry. But someone was... So we have a quest for you.
There you are.
The spirit tilts her head, considering you. After a moment, she reaches a hand towards you. Reach out your hand. Your hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft sighing sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger. Or have you come as Bareth's usher? The foreigners twist even our gods. Should you not be a dwarf?
I'm not the usher, I'm a watcher.
Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think.
No, I seriously doubt it.
But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
She stamps her foot soundlessly. So you have a quest for us? A ghost has a quest for us.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch.
What is the last thing you remember?
The sickness. Days of it. Lying in my own filth as the disease withered me. I passed from wakefulness to sleep with every breath. But I knew it once when it was over.
Do you know where you are?
I can see nothing in this place of death but distant lights. But I feel I must be close to where I died. I have not taken one step since the darkness came.
So who were you?
I have been many things. And in performing my duties, I brought honor to my caste and to my kin. A sea captain, a great explorer, trusted advisor to the queen herself.
Then how did you die alone if you were a trusted advisor to the queen, right?
Now, that is before I left the sea for the mountains to make maps and guide others. Chief navigator, that is what I made of myself.
So I assume this body I'm holding here is yours?
Yes. To think, a Mataru of the Kahunga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
It shouldn't be too hard to arrange funeral rites. No one deserves to end up like this. I'll put it right. Yeah.
Then I was right to wait. All will be made right again, and I will rest. Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally. Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
How am I supposed to carry a body down to the temple without anybody noticing? I already picked it up, but yeah, let's ask her that.
Kira, wrap it in a sheet if you are worried. Magrin places such obstacles before us so that we may overcome them. To the temple. Lead on, my friend.
Okay. Her last request. All these little... Her last request. Cremate her remains. Okay. Monsters of the Deadfire, I think. No, I don't think we did. The archipelago winds its way between the Great Eastern Ocean and the Restless Ocean, hundreds of small islands in the midst of the water. Few dare brave the treacherous rapids, and fewer still have returned to tell of their adventures through it. Travel between the two oceans is virtually impossible. Great storms hammer any ships foolhardily enough to attempt to navigate, and this alone should be enough to deter anyone from attempting the voyage, as untowed ships have gone down, tossed against the rocks. The weather and treacherous rocks are only a precursor to the actual horror of the archipelago. The terrors of the deep. No one knows how many creatures stalk the oceans, waiting for unsuspecting sailors to drift into the waters, but we do know of some. Barbed Ravager, a giant shark that is known to ram passing ships, trying to knock sailors off the deck and smash a hole in the hull. It has tremendous spines protruding from its side and back that are presumed to be poisonous. The largest sighted barbed Ravager with survivors was estimated to be almost 30 feet long. Wow. Winding Serpent, smaller around than the Ravager, but potentially longer. The Winding Serpent attacks in small packs, usually 3 to 8. They have long, sharp heads, somewhat reminiscent of a barracuda. Like the Ravager, they repeatedly slam into the side of a ship, hoping to crack a hole in it or knock someone from the deck. They have also been known to swim to the depths and shoot up out of the ocean, landing on the deck, coiling and winding their way around, snapping up any crew they can before plunging back into the ocean. What a horrible way to die. Leviathan. Imagine the largest whale you have ever seen. The Leviathan is at least 10 times that size. By the time a ship sees a Leviathan, it is already too late. As they rise from the depths, the water around them begins to spin and sink, creating a whirlpool. The Leviathan's body surrounds the hapless vessel, preventing escape, and as it goes down, the enormous mouth opens, pulling all aboard to their watery deaths. A pulpover? This is one I've never heard. A pulpover. All the creatures you read about in this book are nothing compared to the pulpover. Barely the size of a man, with a lack in size and strength, they make up for in numbers and terrifying viciousness. The lower halves are a mass of tentacles like an octopus or squid, but more numerous. The tentacles are long, black whips with suction cups on the underside and small thorny barbs on the top. The sheer number of tentacles gives them frightening speed when walking on land, pulling themselves forward almost as fast as a running horse. I might have read this one already. While they vaguely resemble a human from the waist up, any extended examination proves how wrong that assumption is. Long, stringy black hair falls from the top of their heads to cover a face taken directly from a nightmare. A wide, gaping mouth cuts across the bottom of its head from ear to ear, full of wicked, dagger-like teeth. 2 large round eyes are sunken into the head, black as coal, shining with a malevolent fire. A small antenna protrudes from the middle of its forehead, ending in a small nodule that can glow with an eerie blue light. One can imagine a sailor on the deck of his ship at night, looking out across the black water, blood freezing as countless lights appear beneath the surface, rising toward him as the pulpover swarm upward. Because they are seen to be more octopus than man, and they can collapse in on themselves, fitting into spaces no person should be able to. The smallest crack in a hull, the slightest separation between boards, often offer them entrance. It is not unknown for them to slaughter an entire crew from hold up to deck by infiltrating the ship from underneath. Fortunately, they do not seem to have spread too far outside of the archipelago. But there may come a day when Popovar attacks become commonplace. Wow, that's horrendous. Yeah.
Why not?
Various unfinished letters lie scattered across the desk. You catch fragments of a... what is that? Mandarin apology, largely obscured by spilled ink. So she was trying to apologize to someone before she died, huh? Okay, so we have all these little side quests in this area. And on we go.
So, does Gilded Vale still reek of spoiled grain and burnt stew? Wouldn't know. Decided to go places where I could be of more use. I didn't realize farmers were in such short supply in the Deerwood. That really all you think I can do? Oh, I meant no offense. You know how to handle a tankard as well.
Oh my god, Aloth! You two fought side by side! How could you treat him that way? Lady Asburl's estate. Okay.
For what do you enter my home uninvited? This is my estate, not a beachside hut.
Asburl holds your gaze as she begins to draw her weapon. Sorry, wrong estate. I'm here for the bounty on your head. Okay. Yes, we have a bounty on your head. Are we going to be able to do this?
You invite this information so freely. Is it your first time?
Gritting her teeth, she advances. Okay. So, bounty. Oh, it says I might be able to do it. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of people here. We got lots of people here. You know what? You're gonna do your fireball. On them. I have no idea what you're gonna do. You're gonna go over here.
After him!
What that rock?
There's more of them coming up. Okay, you guys, come over here. Since... Alright, we're not doing too good already. I see that. Okay. You have boiling spray. Everyone in the cone area of effect takes burn damage. Is that you, Aloth? No, that's Corinne. That's okay. This is you. You have Dross of Tattered Bells. Okay. Blinding Strike. You guys are all after that person. Where are you at? Are you up here? That's Eater. Okay, so you must be... You must be down here. Okay.
Let's go.
Weren't you able to get that off or not? Guess not.
This is futile.
Is it really? Everyone keeps saying it's futile. The hell are you? Oh, you turned into a shark. You turned yourself into a shark. Okay. This me. Oh my god, look at all these people coming at us. Okay. Yeah, I can see I'm not going to be able to do this. Near death. This one is almost dead. Try not to hit my own people here. They're all after her. All right, come on. All right, you have stuff you can do, you know. Why aren't you doing anything? Nature's bomb. Rapid regeneration. Purge of toxins. Chill fog. Nature's bomb. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh my goodness. I'm almost dead. Come on. Somebody has healing. That isn't gonna work. Where are you at, Aloth? That's Schulte. Here you are. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. This is not going to work. Okay. This is not going to work. Okay. And this is already
Tread cautiously.
Yeah. And this is already an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and close down this episode when you know where she's at now. Yeah. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.